Hey everybody, I'm the Backyard Marksman. You're probably wondering why there's no air guns next to me. Well, that's because I finally got my first ever PCP air rifle. It's advertised 1,100 FPS with lead-free pellets. So with lead pellets, it's 1,030 FPS. It's 3,000 PSI tank, 30 bar. So let's check it out. And also, it's a 22 cal. That's why I wanted it in 22 cal. That way it's nice and handy for bigger, smaller game when I do some pest control. So check it out. So we got a rubber stock back here, plastic synthetic stock. I got my Simmons scope on there. And then as we get closer to the barrel, this down here is going to be your fill tank. And then right above it is your barrel. It is a shrouded barrel, so that's a plus. That was kind of a workout, but now that we've got it to 3,000 PSI on the gauge for the barrel, this is how you're going to bleed it. You got a relief valve back here. Just open it up slowly and just let the air leak out, and your gauge will drop down to 0, and then you'll be able to take your quick connect off and you're ready to shoot again. Bada bing, bada boom. That was a major workout though.
You're gonna take it off?
For me, I like keeping it in this, that way I don't lose it. Or you can leave it in the gun, either way it doesn't hurt. But I find it better this way, because I'll never lose it. Now let's flip it to the other side. You got a 10 round magazine. It comes with 2 magazines, which is amazing. And then also you got your side lever here, and then your safety is right down here towards the bottom. You can also push it inwards like that to take the safety off, and then pull the bottom part back to put the safety on. And then the trigger is just a single stage, so there's no adjustments for it. It's just whatever spring is in there. I love the synthetic stock. This is about, just the rifle itself is 5 pounds, but after putting the scope on it, it probably brings it up to probably 5.5 pounds, 6 pounds, give or take. I love the feel of the lever. It's a nice, smooth cocking lever. It's not hard to do at all. It's nice and easy, and I love the fact it's nice and metal. Same with the trigger, it's metal as well, but I've seen a lot of people talking about the trigger where it's heavy and hard to pull. They say it's about 7 pounds to pull. To me, it feels nice and light. It doesn't feel heavy at all. I have no problems with the trigger. It doesn't mess up my aim, my point of impact. And loading the magazines, show you real quick, is pretty nice and simple. I got an empty one perfect as well. So you got your 10 round mag. So what you do, open it up clockwise till it hits the other side, and then that first hole you'll insert your first pellet, and then as you keep going, this plastic cover will rotate and the mag itself will stay there, and you'll be able to slide it nice and easy, put a pellet in each time, and then put it back how it was, and then insert the mag this way into the rifle. Also, by the way everyone, The air rifle does not come with a pump, so you have to purchase one separately. I got this one for 42 bucks by the company called Vever. This pump is a stage 3 pump. It can handle 3,000 psi. Some features: you got a 3-foot hose or 2-foot hose with your quick connect for your fill port. I have mine in the hose, that way it doesn't get lost. You have your gauge for your PSI, and then on the reverse side you have a relief valve, that way you can take your hose off with no pressure and it won't explode on you. At first, the pump is nice and easy to use. It's not even difficult to do. But as you get to higher PSI, it becomes a lot difficult. I have to use my full body weight. But with this air rifle, they designed it to be so it's not so much pumping, and they designed it with the pump in mind to be the first, well, one of the cheaper PCP air rifles out there on the market that you can use with the hand pump. That's not too much of a workout, so that's big W for them. That I think I filled it up with 95 pumps, maybe 100 pumps, from 0 psi to 3,000 psi. So it's not too long, doesn't take forever. It takes you about 5 minutes tops. So that's amazing if you think about it, because I hear a lot of people saying it take 120 or almost 200 pumps for this rifle. I haven't seen that yet. It takes me about 100 pumps. Only one thing that I can think of that I really dislike about this air rifle, and that's gotta be the safety. It feels clunky. I hate the style of it. I'd rather have the little trigger in front of the actual firing trigger. I prefer that one more, or if there was a different type of safety other than this. I just don't like it. I'm sorry, but it just feels funky. It's all plastic, does not feel nice. That's only really my main con about this air rifle. And I guess you could say maybe the pump for how long it takes to fill it up, but I don't mind. It doesn't take that much effort. It doesn't take too long. But the only downside with this air rifle, for a full tank from 3,000 psi, you get 30 shots out of this tank. So that you could say is another downside. But again, I don't see it that way, because you have a hand pump, it doesn't take too long, and you're right back into the action real quick. So I don't see a problem with that. The other main con is this rifle. I've seen a lot of people say this is very loud. I can confirm. It's super loud. This is not a neighborhood friendly air rifle. This is something where you'll have to take to a firing range or somewhere where you can legally hunt, or wherever you can. But this is not friendly for your backyard. If you're in, suburban city areas, not recommend buying it. But if you do need it and you have the space that you can legally shoot this, go ahead, pick it up. It's amazing. So if you don't have the city problem and you're out in the middle of nowhere, go ahead and pick this up. The air rifle itself is 180 bucks. If you already have the scope and the hand pump, it's super cheap. But if you don't, the total cost came to, for me at least, just over 302 bucks. The scope that I got, the Simmons, is 80 bucks. The hand pump is 42 bucks. So it's still not too bad though. But if you have everything, 180 bucks, not bad. So I recommend, if you, like I said, if you can go to a firing range or in the middle of nowhere, or if you're not buying any houses in the middle of nowhere, go ahead, pick this baby up. You will not regret it. I don't have a problem with the noise, but maybe some people will. So those are the two main big cons. The pros about this though is amazing. The side lever, phenomenal. Nice, light, easy cocking, and you'll see that here in a second for me putting in the magazine and the cocking. The scope is amazing. The weight of this rifle, nothing. I can hold it nice enough, be nice and steady, no problems. I love the fact that it's synthetic stock. As you guys know, I'm a synthetic person. Don't get me wrong, I do love me and my wood, but they are heavier, so that's one reason I don't like the wood stocks. This rubber pad is alright. I still don't mind it. I like it. And then the magazine. The magazine is amazing. Super easy to load. Super easy to reload as well with your pellets. And easy to insert and remove. Though if you do get your scope, make sure you get high enough spacing rings. I just got this scope from Walmart, and it came with these rings. So I'm not too sure exactly on the spacing for them, but they look like medium spaced rings. So go ahead and go get yourself some of those. That's about it for all this. So let's head on over and get some shots in. We're all done with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Umarex Iconix PCP air rifle. Subscribe for more content like this review and other fun shooting content. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.